Hello again, everyone. This is the continuation of my house finch, and I went ahead and filled in some detail work, and I will explain the detail work that I filled in. When I last left off, I told you that I had taken the ivory, that's number 103 in the polychromos, and I filled in on his chest area here. And then after doing that, I took my burnt sienna and went back over it and just kind of flicked some of those little fur tip or feather tips rather back into the ivory color to make it look a little bit more realistic. I went ahead and drew in the feet. I may go back over those just a tiny bit. I used some different colors. I started with the burnt sienna. I wanted to make it a little bit darker. I put some Payne's Gray over the top of that, Payne's Gray 161. And then finished out the very tip of this little limb here. I went to put in the other feet, the other foot, sorry, that was connecting to that branch, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the looks of it. I thought it made the foot look like it had a weird angle to it. So what I did was I erased it the best I could, what I had done there, and then I went in and put 2 more berries right there to kind of cover up that area. I really don't think it looks too bad. There's a dark area right here, and that's where his leg, one leg started to go out to grasp onto that branch, and I didn't like it. So I'm actually kind of glad that happened so that I can show you that when you're drawing, you can do some things to cover up if you don't want to attempt it. Bird's feet are a little tricky to do. This one, like I said, I'm going to take my blender and press those colors in just a little bit. But by adding his little claws, really sharp little claws on there, I think it makes it look more like a foot. Now, another thing I wanted to do is I had taken my red, it was Scarlet Red, oh goodness, 116 or 118, 118 I believe, and I had kind of gone back over his front area here. But you can see on the head, this is how much different a cotton bud will make an appearance. I blended this in already, and what I've added since then is I added a little bit of purple right up here. And by purple, I am talking about the Manganese Violet 160. And all you have to do is just very lightly, it's almost like you're holding the pencil to the side and you're glazing. You're just kind of glazing over those colors. By taking a cotton bud, this has not been blended, this has been blended. So when you take that cotton bud over it, you can see how much of a softer, just very, very, very soft look that has. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of go down over all of his front area here. Blend that in a little bit. I'll use the other side that is clean. I'm going to blend in some of those lighter colors there. Now, it's really your own personal preference. Sometimes I like things left alone. Sometimes I like them blended a little bit more, just to give the softness, soft look to it. I don't always blend everything by any means. It's just if I want to press the color down into the paper. And then once I've got that blended, and if I look back at my picture and like, yeah, I really want a little bit more red in some areas, then I'll just go back over it very, very lightly. There again, I'm just going to be kind of glazing over it a little bit. I added more red, a little bit more pressure right in here because this is where the curvature of his throat is. So you're going to have more shadow in there to make it look realistic. You're going to put your pencil at a curved angle like this. Press down a little bit harder. Then as you come out, just ease up on it a little bit and bring a little bit more color into it. That is pretty much it. I think I've really got the color that I want on it, the necessary detail. And I might take my white pencil and push into the foot area a little bit where I want to kind of blend those colors and get just a little bit more color into that. I left this lighter area here because there was some light, according to the picture, that was shining on those feet where it was kind of a catch light on top of there. Okay, so that's the continuation, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions whatsoever on any colors I've used or anything, please leave a comment, or you can ask on the YouTube. The only other thing I didn't mention was I went back over the beak area just a little bit with a very light soft color. I actually put in a little bit of apricot color in it, and I'm going to blend that just a little bit better, just a little bit more. And you can see how that actually adds a little bit of dimension there. The one other thing that I did was I went ahead and put just a little bit of yellow and red in his mouth to portray that he has eaten some of this berry that is partially gone right there. Make it look a little bit more realistic looking. And I actually need to fill in just a little bit more color on his beak right here with this apricot. And then I did take my burnt sienna and I went just a little bit up on the inside of his upper beak and down below to finish that out, so to make his beak look realistic, like his mouth is open and you can see some of the texture inside his beak. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you have any friends that are interested in doing colored pencil artwork. Please refer them here. It's free, and I enjoy trying to teach what I know. Thank you.